In the heart of a city, nestled between tall buildings, stood an old library that few people visited. It was run by a gentle old man named Mr. Whitmore, who had worked there for as long as anyone could remember. The library was quiet most days, its grand wooden doors creaking whenever someone entered. Inside, the scent of old pages and polished oak filled the air, and bookshelves stretched endlessly, filled with books of every size and color. One rainy afternoon, a curious girl named Lily wandered inside. She loved books but had never seen a library quite like this one. The towering shelves seemed to hold a secret, as though the books whispered to each other when no one was looking. But what caught her eye the most was a small dusty book with golden edges sitting on a pedestal at the center of the library. Lily reached out and opened it. Suddenly, the room shimmered with golden light, and the words on the pages lifted into the air, swirling like tiny fireflies. Before she could react, she was pulled inside the book. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in a magical land. Towers floated in the sky, rivers sparkled like diamonds, and creatures she had only read about in stories roamed freely. The air smelled of sweet flowers and fresh rain, and a warm breeze made the leaves rustle like whispers. A talking owl named Oliver flapped over to her. He had large, wise eyes and feathers that shimmered like stardust. "You've opened the book of worlds," he said. "Only those with the heart of an adventurer can enter." Lily was thrilled. "What am I supposed to do here?" she asked. Oliver's eyes twinkled. "Each book in the library holds a different world. But lately, something strange has been happening. The magic is fading, and if we don't restore it, these worlds will disappear forever." Determined to help, Lily followed Oliver on a journey through different book worlds. Her first adventure took her to a land where trees could talk. They whispered ancient riddles, and Lily had to solve them to unlock the path forward. With Oliver's help, she cracked the code, and the trees gifted her a golden leaf that shimmered with magic. Next, they traveled to a floating island that hovered in the sky. The island's power came from a glowing gemstone at its center, but it had gone missing, causing the island to tremble and sink. Lily searched high and low, finally finding the gemstone hidden in a nest of cloudbirds. As soon as she placed it back, the island stabilized, and the birds sang in gratitude. Their final challenge took them deep into a dark cavern, where a mischievous dragon hoarded a lost treasure. The dragon was not fierce, but rather lonely, keeping the treasure because he had no friends to share it with. Instead of fighting, Lily spoke kindly to the dragon, offering him a book from her world in exchange for the treasure. The dragon, delighted by the idea of stories, happily agreed, and the magic of the library glowed brighter. With each adventure, the magic of the library grew stronger. As Lily completed her final task, the golden book reappeared before her, its pages glowing with renewed energy. She touched it, and in an instant, she was back in the library, standing before Mr. Whitmore. He was waiting for her with a knowing smile. "You are now a guardian of stories," he said. "Whenever you read, you bring magic to life." From that day on, Lily visited the library often, knowing that every book was a portal to another grand adventure. And every time she opened a new book, she wondered, where would the story take her next?